Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's bring that music down a little bit here. Nice calm background check-in. So check it. I have to be honest with everybody. Do you want me to be honest? You want me to just kind of skip over it? You let me know. You let me know. Do you want me to be honest, or do you want me to tell you the truth? Just let me know. Usually I'm pretty honest. Brutally honest. So I sat down, I was ready for the stream, excited. Everything was ready. Everything was planned, everything was ready to go. Right at 33 seconds, my bottle went, and I was like, oh God. And I was like, you can hold it, and I was like, nah man, this one's gonna come. And I was like, oh no. I had a huge dinner last night with a lot of dessert. Yeah, and I had to run to the bathroom. Then I'm sitting there knowing that it's saying the stream is starting, and I'm sitting there just like, sorry, it's over. So I made it through. I'm here now, but it actually happened. True story. Hurts so bad. Okay, let's get into brass tacks. Let's talk about it. So the daily was high. Remember, whenever the daily's high, stochastics tell you it's not good. And we went over this as a team. I said, I don't like that the daily is high. I said, we're going to have a pullback for Bitcoin. I said, pullback is coming for Bitcoin. That daily's overbought. And we're getting through it so far. So far, so good. We're getting through the daily pullback. Starting to kind of look a daily candle green, which is pretty interesting. So today, this daily candle so far is up about 1.8% on Bitcoin. $800, not the hugest deal, but, you know, there you have it. So Bitcoin, what do we see on the smaller time frame? So the daily, there's more downside for the daily. We're not done. It could flatten out here. That's possible. Remember, we're always on that 3-day. That 3-day usually tells you when enough is enough and you're bottoming out. It kind of bottomed us out here. It bottomed us out here. And I believe we have bottomed out. Now we're double bottoming, finding our way, consolidating before more upside, right? Another reason why I use the weekly time frame, and the weekly is nice and low. So it's very rare that we continue to dump even more when the weekly is low. We may continue to find a bottom and kind of come to 45, 42, 40, like, but it's very rare we dump like huge amounts down. We reserve those huge dumps down to when the weekly is getting high, or, you know, see when the weekly was high, nice dump. You know, weekly was getting high here, dump. So the weekly is going to teach you how to get in and get out. We're going to know when the top is. Trust me, each and every one of us here in the live, because you're going to be one of the lifers with me from the jump. So if that excites you, then stay with me every single day, because we're going to make it through together, no matter what. No matter what. Trust me. I trust the TA so much, and we've been through it so much. It's only a matter of time till we win. So we're just going to keep grinding. If you have the test of time and you have the patience, you cannot lose, my friends. You cannot lose in the game of trading. So it's up to you whether you want to win or not. Really, it's up to you. You make that decision. So what I don't like, what I do like. All right, so we pump back up. Cool, right? We broke out of the bear flag instead of dumping down. Okay. But we end up just making this falling wedge here. See this? And breaking out of the falling wedge, right? But we got rejected by 47,005. Like, we keep getting, like, look, we got rejected here, then we're getting rejected there. And now look, resistance, 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 and resistance. Resistance point strong at 47,600. We wicked past it too, and now we're high on the daily. So what do I say? Again, another short. We open up another short. It's crazy. But the morning suggests, right? The short for yesterday was perfect. We nailed it. If you traded the short with us, let's take a look. And I'm the crypto lifer every single day. I go over Bitcoin, and I usually show the trade that I'm going to make, or the trade that I believe is highly probable to make on Bitcoin every day. And so this is my trade right here. To make 10%, there was my measured move. Bitcoin went right there. Boom. Swing trade it, and you're done. It's that simple. Nice swing trade and call it a day, right? Today, we're about to do the same thing. No emotions needed. It's going to swing trade this thing yet again, this falling wedge that it's in. Overbought oversold on the 1 hour. We'll you know, what I like to do is wait for this 15-minute to reset again, but it is kind of got momentum, but it could come down, do something like this, and that's the next entry for the blast. Also, it would be the shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. See that? So we're waiting on the right shoulder, touching the 200-day moving average. All these things together would be beautiful for a short for BTC, again on the day. So what do I see for the day? I see a short for Bitcoin again, which is sad, but that's what I see, right? Not amazing. Let's take a look. Measured move about the length of this pole. We'll take wick to wick. Remember, I always like to get 70% of the measured move. See here? Had you gotten 70%, you got it right here. You don't always have to, but look, man, it got so close. How do we do? We did this yesterday. I show trades. They play out perfectly the next day. I do this day in and day out, no matter what. No matter if Bitcoin goes up or down. I call the short, I call the long. And I've been doing this very, very well. And it's literally stochastic RSI and pinpointing exactly when and how by using the 15-minute, by projecting into the future, and by using an alert system that I've created all on my very little self. I can teach it to you if you want to jump into my Patreon. It's $99 a month. But we have a blast. Also, to my Patreons, I'm going to find a way, I guess on Friday at some point, maybe early in the morning. I don't know. I'm going to have to do the weekly screen share. What I will do today, though, when I get back from whatever, I'm going to do I'll at least record my weekly picks on token metrics, and I'll post that to the group. So it will be like a weekly screen share privately in a way. You know what I'm saying? But I'll go through the token metrics, and we'll be posting that as well. So this is what I see for Bitcoin. A short for Bitcoin again. Possible 14% gains. And there you have it, right? Now, I would love for this short to get rejected and play out. But, you know, again, trading Bitcoin now, we are about 7 for 9, right? We've lost 2 long trades recently. And that's it. Using a hat to hide all my dry skin on my forehead. There you go. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in, and appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself crypto lifers and jumping on into the live and getting through these holiday times. Most people are off of work, and I understand YouTube's a little less fun during this time. People go to YouTube when they're at work. Most people are off work. They want to hang out with their families. They want to do stuff. You know, it's almost rude right now to be sitting and watching YouTube in some senses, and some places not. Some people's families aren't awake, and some people don't live with tons of people, like me. I was on vacation alone on Christmas, so, you know. Okay, so moving forward. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in, especially during these times. So thank you. Didn't even realize that I was missing. Bam. Sorry about that. Didn't realize I was missing from the bunch. Couldn't even see the hat I had on that I kept talking about. What do you know? Shout out to everyone here on the live. I'm back, though. I'm back like kuka crack. Oh, we can do that, though. Oh, wait. Is that one in there? No. Is that one in there? No. Just want to fix it so it's clean. Good for me. Okay, so there's Bitcoin. That's my idea for Bitcoin on a short. And let's pop out that chat. I just got so focused in what I was doing right here. Where's that chat, Amini? There it is. There's everybody. Where you at, man? Roddy Robinson. There's that hat, man. I Revive still going. Golfer style. I want to dress like that. That hat is bullish. Shout out to Ms. Regala. Clark says hi. Shout out to Clark. Summer, you want to say hi to Clark? Say hi, Clark.
Hi, Clark.
Wave at him. He's bugging out right now. He's probably so happy. I saw you with your Legos, Clark. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and jumping on in. We're in sunny Florida. This is the sunny Florida edition of the Crypto Lifer Show. Hope you're having a wonderful day out there. Hope you're enjoying your time off. Hopefully you don't have to go to work for the next few days and you can party like it's 1999 on the 31st of December. Summer looks so surfer. She is so surfer. She's my summer girl. That's why I named her Summer. Booyah. Shout out to everyone here. So, sad to say, but I do see a short for Bitcoin humbly. That 1 hour looks very ready to go and oversold. So, I see a short for Bitcoin. Again, hopefully it's the last of the last before we complete this upside down mission. But I do see a short happening for Bitcoin today on the 1 hour. So here. Again, though, my students know the deal of how to tackle this. There's a way to tackle the trade. Like, it's not perfect. You got to know how to enter and exit trades. My students know. And if you join my group, you'll figure it out too as well. So, breaking it down. Trade of the day, because that's how I'm looking at it, you know. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Yeah, we just, also, joining the Patreon. What I do get is I know a lot of people in the industry. People hit me up and say, hey, got some pre-sale allocation, and if it's available in your country, if it's, you know, your jurisdiction, you know, you may get that kind of knock on the shoulder if you're in my group and you're a paying patron. So you never know what you're going to get in the Patreon. So many things. I'm an insider in the industry. People are hooking me up. I can teach you the ways. You might just want to know the guy. So if you jump on in to the Patreon, there's perks there. There's definitely perks available. Looking at AKRO, breaking out of this. 1 hour has to come to the downside first, but I'm watching AKRO. It's been on my radar for a while here. Now, we talked about ZIL. Let's look at Zilliqua. We went over Zilliqua yesterday, so we've gone over Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to go down for most of the day. Let's look at BTC and show you the levels that I believe are going to go, right? But it just, you know, it is what it is, right? Probably going to make the right shoulder here of some type, but we're overbought on that 1 hour. You know, and anything is possible. We could pump to high noon here. We have high momentum. I've seen us pump out of here, so anything is possible. I just play the odds. The odds are no. The odds are that we're going to dump, right? If we pump, it would be beautiful. We did break out of the falling wedge, thank goodness. So, you know, if we do dump, let's hope it's just a small little one here, like this. And the short doesn't pan out too well, like something like this. We just continue in this falling wedge, and we hit the 21, and then we pump back to the upside. And we continue our trajectory. So this will be a beautiful thing for Bitcoin. Small short, and then we're on our way up to the upside. So that's what I could be. That's what is suggested by the. That's what's conveyed. I love this. That's what the technical analysis conveys. I like it because you know what it does there. It separates you from your emotions. It's not you saying it. Just strictly pointing out what we're seeing here. It could highly likely get rejected again by $48,000. But we are at 47. We were down in the dumps before, so anything is possible. Let's see. Let's see. We didn't break down from this bear flag. That was an ugly flag. And Bitcoin loves to pump out a bear flag. So beautiful thing for Bitcoin. We did get low on the 1 hour, and boom, pumped on out last night. Ciao Bella. Hello, beautiful. Bitcoin doing damage. So there we have it. So what we see, this is what I see happening. If you want to know what's going on with Bitcoin, I would do the same as this. I would project this flag that I have drawn here. They call me Sammy Projection, Sammy P for Sammy Projections. And we make projections here every day. And we're quite accurate because that's all we do. It's like a guy who just constantly molds the sand with his hands. He just gets good at it, you know. I would love to be a famous sandcastle designer. Sounds like an amazing life. Travel the world and just make magic out of sand. Like, you know, go to Disney and they'll hire you to make, you know, they'll give you piles of sand somewhere in the middle of, you know, a big display. And you'll just sit there and make Mickey Mouse and duck, you know, just crazy. It's kind of like ice sculptures. I did a show on ice sculpture people. Guy just is amazing at ice sculpture. So this is what I see happening for Bitcoin. You know, coming to the downside on the 50-minute and the 1 hour, you know, and then hopefully recovering back to the upside, forming this giant bowl. Okay. Bit of a double bottom, must I add. All right. A giant double bottom here for Bitcoin. So we've given you the skinny, showed you the daily, showed you the weekly, showed you Bitcoin through multiple time frames. I showed you the 15-minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily and the weekly and the 2 week. Did we go over the 2 week? Which is coming back down for a double bottom. It's a good sign for more momentum to the upside, which is a huge time frame, the 2 week. And the last time the 2 week got low here, we pumped huge. Last time it was low here too, we pumped huge. So the 2 week, very, very good time frame to watch as we're coming down on the low again on the 2 week. Says there's a little more downside, but we're closer to the bottom than the top, is what the 2 week says. Okay. So there we have it, the 2 week time frame. Now here, did anyone go hard and get an ultimate $14,000? Like, that would be crazy, right? All right, so there's Bitcoin in a nutshell. No other channel, bam, no other channel will give it to you like this. Bitcoin gave you, I looked at a trade. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here is financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any trade, coin, or project. What I will say, though, is every single day, and even today, we went over the technical analysis on the 1 hour, the 15, the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, and the 2 week time frame. Talked about a lot of different instances and notions, and actually, there's some more to add to it. We didn't finish. But this is thorough analysis for Bitcoin every single day here on the channel, okay? Without miss, without fail, no matter what's happening in my life, vacation, Christmas, my wife was having a baby, I live streamed in the delivery room. I actually said I didn't want to. I said it's too much. She encouraged me. She said, well, I have a few hours anyway. You might as well. And I said, really? She said, yeah. And I said, that's when I knew you were the greatest woman ever. I told her that. So when you told me to stream in the hospital room, I said, you're the best. You're the greatest. I said, you see my dream as big as I see it. And I said, we will forever be connected now. We were always connected, but at that moment in time, because there was other times where we were connected, but I had all these dreams, like I wanted to make music, and she did not see my dream. I'll be honest. We were not, it wasn't 100%, you know. But she saw the lifer dream. She sees crypto lifer, she sees the dream. And she believes in the dream, and boom. So look at that, $89,000 Bitcoin on the 2 week chart, if we can get busy here. So if we can zoom out and relax and see things for what they are, it says that, you know, we could get busy by May of 2022. By May, we could be in the 80K region, doubling up here and seeing a bit of an alt spike. So, hey, now we also can pull a Fibonacci on these things, a big one and a little one. We can pull a mini fib from here. Alt F, right? And you can see that we did revisit the 618 already, right here. I mean, coincidence, they did this last time, and that's a wick right to the golden pocket. So it's quite interesting, right? And now we're kind of riding here, trying to get above the 0.5 Fibonacci. But we never came down and revisited the 618 at 43,000, right? So, you know, as we hold this time, so I showed you exactly how to track Bitcoin on the time frame, so you can, you know, I think about this, man. I've never seen a channel like this in my life. And yeah, so you will be updated in the Patreon throughout the day with what's happening with Bitcoin. And before I go to sleep at night, just forever. And so, bam, BNT on my radar, doing a bit of a double bottom. Everything's kind of following this double bottom pattern for Bitcoin. So what I do is I look for coins that just are not doing that. So you can see like most of the market just following it, just following it along. See, like you'll go through and you'll be like, Atom's a little different, but about the same. And you can see how everything's just following along, you know. This one's a little different, but about the same. You just see they have the double and the right, you know. This one's a little different. See, Ant's got a little something going for it. And that's why Ant's been interesting, right? We talked about Ant going up here. It did break out. And already up a little bit and beginning to flag out here for Ant. I would watch Ant. I think it might flip here. Is that 50-minute pin? I believe it may be. Yeah, see, it is. I'd watch Ant right now. Highly likely to begin to pump. Maybe not too long from now. I can smell a pump now. I've got good at it during the, specifically while I'm live. I feel like when I'm live, there's an adrenaline there. And when I'm looking through the charts, and that combined, so the performance aspect with just doing the charts too, that mix of my competitive nature brings it out. Like I gotta like strive for more. And I always talk about the 200-day moving average moving through the bottom of the pattern. Always we're low here on the 15-minute. I think the 1 hour will flip, right? 4 hours looking absolutely beautiful. I would watch this. This coin's been hot, and it's been defying gravity despite what Bitcoin does. Doesn't seem to care. So this looks hot to me, and it's on my radar right now. I'd be watching Ant closely. It's already up from entry at 10.9, and it's already up about a buck there. And there's the measured move to about 15.90. So all eyes on Ant for me and my crew. Ant. What are you watching? Wow. So that is Ant on the low too. Binance and Bolsa Dex. Okay. Again, do your own research, rechart this, look at it yourself, take a look. It's on my radar now, just something I'm looking at. Possible, you know, possible move here for Ant. It's looking scrumptious. That 15-minute pin showing signs of a 1 hour flip. If you're in my group, then you know what we're talking about. Falling volume with falling price also suggests, and this is a cup and handle that's already beginning to break out with a flag. I've seen the flag after the handle breaks. I've also seen this a few times play out. So again, we're actually bouncing off a previous support and resistance line right here too. Look, resistance, even resistance back there, and we're reclaiming that as support. So anything is possible. We could bounce down all the way to the 200 though. Anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed in trading. It's all the probabilities. But I have seen this probability play out many times in my life as a trader. But again, that means nothing. But Ant is on the radar, right? Yesterday we talked about little old Zilliqua, right? Little Zill. And I mentioned that it was in a bit of a pennant here, getting tight. We could clean it up a little bit. might actually come back down into this. I wanted to leave it out like a retest, which is possible, but that 1 hour is so high. See how like that kind of helps me frame it, but the 15-minute, is there. It did have the golden cross on the 1 hour that we talked about. Or was it on the 4 hour? It was on the 4 hour, and it did occur. See the golden cross right there? It's a good thing. And we pointed this out earlier, the 50 crossing the 200, and the 4 hour has legs. I would watch this. There's minutia on the 1 hour, up and down. There'll be some up and down in here. But for the most part, that 4 hour does suggest, and remember, we traded the 4 hour the other day. It looked just like this on Sand, boom. We traded the 4 hour just like this on Phantom, boom. I traded the 4 hour on another coin, I believe it was Matic, and boom. So, I love the 4 hour. It's a beautiful, beautiful, look, MACD about to cross. 4 hour has momentum. Watch Zilliqua. It's got this Metropolis metaverse coming out. A lot of big news for it. Look, it broke out of this bigger trend line, and it's flagging here. I definitely keep your eyes on Zilliqua, showing signs of bullishness despite what's happening for Bitcoin. So, Zilliqua is on the radar. All right, on the 4 hour. And the golden cross did occur. And Zilliqua never really had its pop yet, too. Never really had its pop. Zilliqua's been kind of hiding in the weeds for a little too long, right? Interesting that they started coming out with some news. So, I like what I see here for Zilla. Qua. The first of the Zillas. Funny, right? Hit that like button. This is Strictly Entertainment. Rodney, loving that barrel. Country fried steak breakfast. Ooh. Chart while eating biscuits and gravy. CCF Cup and Handle. Join the Patreon, people. Please do Flux. Interesting. She's a lifer, no doubt. Shout out to the wifer. That damn music. Super cool. Man, y'all better check out. CCF cross-chain farming. Interesting. Sounds awesome. I love anything that says cross-chain on it. I'm all about it. You know me. My buddy is into JSMY. Once a month I get a call that it's running hard. Always a fun morning. JSMY. Cross-chain farming price, CCF. Okay. Cross-chain farming. Let's take a look at this CCF DAO. No market cap, 14%. Cross-chain farming, welcome to DeFi 3.0. Cross-chain CCF is the first fully audited cross-chain DeFi 3.0 farming as a service FOSS DAO on the Binance Smart Chain. We're a crypto-native DeFi protocol. Our vision is to offer simple, affordable, and transparent exposure to the world of cross-chain DeFi. I guess. Always very skeptical. Always very skeptical. Really? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. A bunch of pictures and letters. Like, come on. These people are crazy. Look, 3333 tokenomics defined. Isn't this crazy? There's always the 33. Like, other people use it too. Like, 3% burn, 3 reflections. I mean, to me, it's a micro cap coin. That's the nice way of calling it, right? A micro cap coin. This is cryptocurrency every single day and Bitcoin analysis, live analysis on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We go over Ethereum, Bitcoin, DeFi, and all the other things in between, the metaverse and NFTs, breaking it down every single day. If you're new to the channel, smash the like button, hit the notification bell so you can find out when I'm putting on my next show. So jump on in here. This is Zilliqua too. We're going over this too. We also educate you into what's going down in the market. You'll write things down. You'll learn new coins. You will learn so much here on the channel. It'll be amazing. Shout out to all my power people. Meta Reserve Finance holding 83.95. Need I speak? Pre-sale was 10. That's a 9x, almost a 10x. This thing is doing what is called damage. We sell a nice cheese. It's called damage cheese here. And we all like to put it in the omelet and mix it around. Damage cheese doing damage. 2 weeks, A few more days to hold, 10 more days to hold, something like that. Insanity. Absolute insanity. Wow. And, you know, the pre-sale will be released in 2 weeks. See what happens to the price after that. That's the true test of time. But so far, up a 9x, 9.5x, the market cap at $4.9 million. Very small. Metaverse Reserve Finance. Shout out to the team. Appreciate you guys for definitely, they hooked me up. They said, hey, do you want to sponsor, make a video for us? We'll sponsor it. And I said, yeah, I would love to. Let me look at your project. Let me take a look. So hopefully they do well. Hopefully they continue to do well. Metaverse Reserve, very, very small market cap, crawling out of the trenches. Let's see what they can do, right? Doing what they can do with the smaller marketing budget. So, Solana 174, Cardano moving forward. I don't know about CCF, man. I like the idea, but it just doesn't look. I wish it was like a more legit project, you know. Like literally, they keep playing a video with just their name. Like, come on, that worries me. Because if I did this, I hope you would turn me. Like, if I was like, listen, I got this new coin, check it out, and like, I'd be like, hi, I'm the CEO, Sam Price. This is my new coin. Like, if I didn't do that, or like someone, I don't know. That's why I like Metaverse Reserve. Like, I could see the dude. He's like, I am the dude from Lion, blah blah blah. Put his name and his face out there, LinkedIn, all that. So docked, you could see from the very jump. Videos with them talking about their own project. So we'll see. Magic Beasts on the radar. Magic Beasties. I mean, I just believe the Beasties, if you think about it, it's just going to be hot. It rolls off the tongue. Collect, play, and earn. Magic Beasties. Unique NFT collectible games. The Beasties. Magic Beasties is the blockchain game about cute beasties running on Binance Smart Chain. Collect ultra-rare digital monsters. Play with them. Experience an adventure. Trade and earn. Launch the app. About the token. The BSTS is a hyper-deflationary token running on Binance Smart Chain, which will be used in-game to buy beasties and other items. So there you have it, right? The beasties. They're pretty cool, too. Look at that beastie. Hello Cutie. Legendary. Uncommon. Bella Babe, right? How much are these puppies? Nitty Katie. Interesting. Uncommon. Common 200. Little Johnny. These are pretty funny, I'll be honest. They're cute. I like these things. The Emerald Dragon, the Ruby. Game concept creation. True ownership marketplace leaderboard. Adventures in dungeons. PvP battles. Play to earn. Interesting. Beasties. See how it can do damage. Let's take a look at our baby Magic Craft. And let's get that music back and running. Okay, MCRT. And no, I don't even know who, I've never been sponsored, never reached out to me. We found this on our own here on the channel, and it just seems to be holding its own, doing pretty well. Magic Craft, right? Let's look at it on the 1 hour chart here. So it's been impervious to Bitcoin and what else the rest of the market's been doing, just been doing its own thing. And look, it's flagging out here. Yeah, don't mind the crazy wickings, but I mean, that was insane. A wicking up to 11. But yeah, I mean, the thing is showing signs of life back to the upside, right? And you can always build a quick chart. And this is free, what I'm doing here. Free of charge, right? I added the MACD, and you can hit save, and it should save this now. And look, I mean, we're low on the stochastics. RSI resetting. MACD wants to turn. I mean, falling volume with falling price. This thing looks like it can get back up to about 11. So I would watch this. This thing is on the low. Tiny market cap. Getting a name for itself and starting to make a bit of a move here. Magic Craft. All right. Tiny market cap. Shout out to Lifers Got It. We got it down here talking about it when it was a penny. Bam. So that's done in a 5 or 6x for the gang. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Magic Craft. It did damage with me. Insanity. Absolute insanity for Magicraft. And we did it when Bitcoin was like having trouble and it wasn't a fun time. Like the market was just in. We found a hot coin and bang, bang, bang. And there's probably hundreds of these. We just happened to find a couple of them. Shout out to everyone that put, so someone came on the live and put it on the radar. And that's why I come on the live every single day. Looking for that fish, baby. Looking for that fish. Sniffing it out. My buddy is into JSMY, Velas token. I know Hero and XDC are totally different projects, Metaverse and centralized, but I'm torn. Both have big upside. We find all the gems in the Patreon. We really do, though. It's absolutely insanity how many gems we find in the Patreon. It's ridiculous. On top of pre-sale, on top of behind the scenes, on top of the in and outs of the game. Stellar Lumens. Where have you been at, baby? What have you been doing? A little bit of Stellar Lumanos, right? And look, Stellar just getting ready, getting tight. This thing is getting ready for an explosive move to the upside, in my humble opinion. Look out for Stellar. Eventually going to a bean. Stellar Lumens. It's going to reset again on that daily time frame, but I bet that 3-day looks smooth as all. Ooh. Could be coming down a little bit on that 3-day, but it's buttery. It's riding the 200-day moving average. Stellar Lumens on that 3-day. And that thing will do damage from 27 all the way up to 98 on the next run. I see some damage here for Stellar Lumens. So Stellar. XLM, baby. XLM. On the radar. 3-day, long-term projection for sure. Like you could talk, that could be, March. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? For the Stellar Lumens. All right. What do you got cooking for me, everybody? What's going on in that chat? Are we active in the chat? What's cracking? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Hero and XDC. Let's take a look at those. Send in a super chat. Send some love during these holiday times as I'm streaming through the holidays where most people would take time off and say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to relax. It's just, most people won't be on. Let's just keep it chill. I'm saying, no. We got to keep it moving. We got to be here, right? And rocking that music that keeps you going, keeps you happy, and keeps you feeling good about yourself. I'm going to bring you up every single morning and every single day that you come to the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Waves has been on my radar for a while, all right? I like me some waves. I do. And I like what we're sitting here for waves. And, let's take a look at the 1 hour. Needs to come on down. That 4 hour, got that momentum, though. It does have momentum. The thing is, we would need to see a higher high. I'd like to see waves get above here when the 4 hour gets high. See, it's another thing you can use. You use your support and resistance, your higher high and higher lows in conjunction with your oscillations on the stochastic. And eventually over time, you'll get into a pocket with that and you'll be able to understand kind of where you're at and how you're oscillating in between. And it makes sense. Let's take a look at the entire market cap here for cryptocurrencies, the total market cap for crypto. Total, which is at $2.2 billion, bouncing here off of 2.15 trillion. And, we have a higher low set here with the 4 hour got momentum, but the 1 hour says nay. And that's just kind of not the best sign. Like we just got to pray for sideways. Like the best thing we can say is a downward sideways action and no serious dump. But if we do dump, we're looking at a 2.13 and then 2 trillion. And then we'll talk. We get here, we'll talk. And we'll look at our next options. We'll see what kind of formation. Are we in a falling wedge? Are we making a bear pennant? And then from there, we'll make our next measured move and we'll go from there. But we could see 2 trillion, right? That 1 hour's looming over bot again. And yeah, sorry. That wasn't a glitch in the matrix. That was me. That wasn't a glitch. That wasn't a glitch. TCT likes to wind up, and it usually pumps on some randomness here. You can see that. Not really loving it right now though. Let's take a look at our baby VR. What's up with VR? I like to go back and remember my old coins that are see what they've been doing. So you can see since we opened up a trade here We have not been stopped out, and it's actually going sideways. And this thing is actually just doing its thing. This thing is doing its thing. I mean, this coin is continuing to stay in a pretty nice consolidative state. So despite Bitcoin's doing, most people that are into it, not many, wasn't a lot of noobs to sell this thing off, right? And that does push up the target a little bit here. And right now we're near the bottom of that channel, right? I mean, 66.66% gains. Pretty interesting, right? But VRA is still on the radar. And, despite, and again, high risk, high reward for every trade here. But, so VR getting very tight here. Very, very tight. Extremely tight is VR. And so this is still on the radar. This is a very hot trade. Also, high risk, high reward. Be careful, but it's on the radar. Okay. This is mimicking. So you see how VR is not mimicking? See what I just said too? See, we found the trades that aren't doing the same thing as everything else. Let's take a look at Propel. Right? Kind of mimicking, finding its bottom, but this thing is bottomed out. I mean, look at this thing. They just keep sending it lower and lower. Let's take a look at XNL, Chronicle, which had a pump recently. This looks a little different than other coins, right? It's not perfect, but a little different. Showing some signs of life here for a possible move. Possible breakout. And we have it in these two giant, still not the best though. VR looks way better. See how market structure, see how when you look at market structure, you look at all these different things. They come together to kind of bring together what you're looking at, And so look, we talked about XRP. And look, there it was in the golden pocket, holding this low zone, came back up. It'd be beautiful that XRP stays right here in this zone. Watching XRP closely. Can it get on up and do some damage? 277, right? 280 XRP. I mean, so Bitcoin can double bottom here and not get too much lower. You're going to see some huge explosive moves in these altcoins. But if Bitcoin dumps, they're going to ruin these. It's going to dump right out of here. And you're going to see actually it break big support lines. And you're going to see even more bleeding. So we're kind of at a precipice here for the market, right? Where we either kind of turn or we see some more downside. We see max pain getting squeezed out. So, but again, market structure a little different than most here for XRP though. I just got to I'm going after what looks different, right? Look at this. We've talked about this. This looks way different. It did fall out, of course, of the channel. And the daily is getting to that oversold, wants to come down 1 hour as well, right? So, but this is on my radar, EOS. It pumped hard. It was like on a tear, right? Right when the market kind of stole its thunder. If the market had even just went a little sideways, this thing would have kept ripping, right? So it's in a falling wedge here. Can it break on out? Could we almost... Yeah, it could extend that. Coming on down and then channeling itself through here. Up and down before it pumps on out. But I would put this on the radar for yourselves here, UOS. And again, I want people to understand what it would be like to be in the group. So just for the week here, I'm giving so much more out during the live than normal. Throughout 22 and 82, I will pull back. I'll like show you something, and then I'll just be like, and like it'll be something like this, and the rest of this will be posted to the group, you know, and it just will be kind of kept into the group, into the patrons, right? But there's so much here, even when the market is looking sketch. I'm gonna dig up and look around to see what I see, and we'll be able to break it down, you know. And I look for things that just don't look different in market structure. And I have good pattern recognition and pattern analysis, so I can see what's happening. See what's breaking free of the norm, you know? Of the norm. But there we have it, right? Uni, funny. Theta, I mean, back to 489. I can't believe that. 10% in 2 hours. It broke out of this rising wedge, and then look, no good. Back in and then fell out. Theta's in a bigger trajectory here, though. I see it breaking back up eventually to its all-time highs there, and more. Back to 21. So, it's got a working product. It's so undervalued right now. Theta is a huge deal, in my humble opinion. Soul. Everyone wants to know what's up with Soul. Let's break it down. So, Soul's respecting a support and resistance line, and it's getting oversold on the daily. It's very close. It's actually crossed the dotted line. One of the first, beautiful, beautiful sign for Soul. And Soul's going to be $250, $300 a coin not too long from now, in my humble opinion. It did break down. A lot of things broke out and broke down, right? They had little pennants that they just dipped out the top of. And we're going to look at this market structure on like the 1 hour, right? It's almost cup and handling here, right? But again, that 1 hour is high, so I'll put an alert here. And before you touch it all, you want to look at Bitcoin dominance. You just got to take a look at it, right? Because you want to see what you're seeing. And it's funny, remember we used Bitcoin dominance with the US Tether dominance to show you that we were going to have a dump yesterday. And what happened? We had a dump yesterday. Take a look at the Dow. Dow pumping hard, right? Look at the 1 hour oversold. Suggests that what? We're going to make a move to what? The upside. You can trade this just like we trade everything else. You could trade the Dow like you trade an altcoin. A lot of people don't realize that. Just like you trade an SHID, it's all the same. But this is cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Technical analysis every single day. We go over Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, NFTs, and the metaverse. We talk about all sorts of NFT metaverse stuff in 2021. Crypto NFT metaverse here. Cryptocurrency NFT metaverse here for Bitcoin. Analysis as well. Every single day on the channel. Every single day here on YouTube. Working so hard for YouTube consistently. Help that algorithm pump me up. Get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. 75 likes. Come on now. We usually get way more likes. $23 on the super chats. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Even though we're giving gems away, we gave 2 free trades yesterday. Perfect trades, perfectly placed for shorts on Bitcoin to the T, right? And the short for Bitcoin falling down now too. Doing well is what I mean, right? As Bitcoin falls to the downside. Everyone wants to know what's up with Ethereum. How is ETH going to play out in all this, right? ETH's battling it out, but it's still flagging here. And eventually it's going to kiss the 200, and it's going to get oversold in the daily time frame. So we're closer to the bottom than the top, in my humble opinion. Looks like we took a nice little dump, but it could have been way worse, right? We had 3 or 4 days of just beautiful green, right? Coins were just flying. Matic was out of control, almost hit $3, right? Fanta was pumping back to 240, almost to 250. So we had a glorious run. I mean, nothing keeps going up. I kept saying, hey, this will be a perfect time to take some profits. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but just putting that out there, right? You can see on the charts were conveying that they were extended, and it was time to kind of take a little meat off the table. So we look at Ethereum now just forming a downward flag, in my humble opinion, getting oversold in the daily, and it's all minutia, anything inside of that 1 hour and 4 hour. Bigger time frames as we go a little more sideways, as long as we hold above 3,350, we're good to go for a pump back up to 6,400, and then we'll see where we're at from there. So I like what I'm seeing for Ethereum on the bigger time frame. Okay. The dollar index giving us trouble for Bitcoin, and we've talked about the daily being oversold and wanting to rip to the upside, and in a bull flag, which it's in a nice one, I may add, and the daily wants to fly. It's a little worrisome for me for Bitcoin. So I'm watching this, and this is something I'm looking at closely. We look at the 4 hour. 4 hour even wants to run up a little bit. And we're kind of got some indecision on the 1 hour, maybe even flip. It might even flip there. So also a little bit of bearish tones kind of being sprinkled in by the dollar index on Bitcoin. Okay. And this is the dollar. This is how much the dollar costs, right? 95. It's not a dollar. It's 95. And eventually, you know, it goes up and down. It's been as low as 89. It goes up and down, right? Strong dollar, weak dollar. You can figure it out here by charting it. So you can understand the entire world markets. I can teach you, if you jump into my beginner's course, which is Tuesdays, the first Tuesday after 2022 begins, and you're going to learn so much. I'm going to break it down for you and basically show you what you need to know. Show you all these skills, show you can understand what I'm talking about. You might be hearing me right now and be like, what is he saying? I'm not totally sure. And it's 72 degrees here in sunny Florida. A little misty morning. Started off misty morning, but it's going to burn off. Looks like a beautiful day here in sunny Sarasota, Florida. We look at the Sarasota weather, 79 degrees today. Tomorrow, 78 degrees. Saturday, 80 degrees. Sunday, 80 degrees. And Monday, 65 degrees. That's so funny. The day I leave, peace out. You know, it gets cold. But, you know, for them, it seems cold, man. But there's the Sarasota, Florida 10-day weather forecast. I mean, look at this. 13%, 3%. It hasn't rained not once since I've been here. Not once has it rained since I've been here. 2 weeks of just the most beautiful weather you've ever seen. All the time. A breeze. Never been too hot. Not humid at all. Not one bug. Not one bug has landed. No, one bug this morning landed on me. One bug. There's no bugs. Late at night, there's no bugs. I highly recommend coming to Florida if you've never been. And for you guys who live in Florida, you're some lucky people. I may be joining you not too long from now. So, you'll definitely see me again. Looks like I'll be back in February, depending, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and calling yourself crypto lifers and jumping on into the live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you more than you would ever know. Going over a bunch of stuff. Let's jump into that chat and see what's cracking. Shout out to the Joe for the 199 and the thumbs up. I live in Florida. Just jinx the weather. Showers. Nah. We here, baby. Florida in December. No sunny Florida rain that last 10 minutes. Don't lie about the bugs. They just don't like a cooler Florida. No, I'm just saying, I don't know where they've been. I keep saying, where are the bugs? Like, I go out late at night and I sit there now. People say it's bad in the summer. You got one. One. I haven't seen them though. I will not eat the bugs. I will not live in the paw. Florida is one of the most sane states in our country. Love this place. Honestly, you go out, no one's bugging out. It's all chill. Love being here. Absolutely love being here. You know? Nobody does this. You see the people doing this, you kind of want to laugh at them because no one else is doing it. You're just looking at them like, look paranoid, you know? Anyway, shout out to everyone here on the live, but do whatever makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever makes you happy. Most insane states. It gets bad. Yeah, I believe it gets crazy in the wintertime. The bugs have to be crazy in the summer. I mean, in the summer when it gets hot. Yeah. Sam, I literally just said Sam works so hard. Shout out to... Yo, Clark, man, I love you, bro. He's a cute kid, man. Wonderful family, man. Him and his dad look amazing together. Hanging out together, man. You guys can have a wonderful relationship, father and son. Nothing like a father and son, man. A lion and his young cub, you know. But yeah, hopefully the 15-minute can save Bitcoin a little bit here and get a pump to the upside. You know, and this short won't last too long, but I mean, overbought 1 hour usually tells you you're gonna take a dump. So 15-minute pumps us up a little bit. Probably hits just the top of the channel. Then we come back down, and then the dump begins. Looks like it's gonna end somewhere. Let's just see here. Looks like we're gonna fall out of the falling wedge. Maybe touch 46.5 again. You know, worst case scenario, we come back to 46.1. So we'll be watching it. It's one of these two ways we're gonna go. Hopefully we keep going sideways on the 1 hour. This is what we hope. And then that resets us and we pump back up. And we just end up going as low as about 47,000. 46, usually if we go to 47, they'll bring us to 46.2, 46,300 on a wick. It'll feel like a dump. Everyone will say we're dumping, but that'll just be the entry. So remember what I said. If you see a big dump, that'll be the entry, right? For Bitcoin. Pairings for the win. Support this man. He is real. You caught the Twilight Zone version of Florida. I know, right? Traded all my Bitcoin for ALGO yesterday. Just wow. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Let's take a look at ALGO BTC for this guy. That's insane. Take a look at that. ALGO BTC here. Wow. He's like, I traded all my Bitcoin, and he goes, just wow. I mean, great idea, apparently. Definitely made a little bit of a move there. ALGO BTC for the win. They have some news coming out. Look at that. And that's your measured move, and you're getting over bottom that 2 hour. 1 hour's on the way too. Interesting. Nice gains though for ALGO BTC. Bam. That's funny. Okay, so we're going to talk about the bump and run pattern here that we see. Okay, and this is it. I mean, you get the lead in phase. Well, you get the inverted head and shoulder that dumps to the downside. It doesn't make it, right? Then you get this long phase here, and which is exactly what we were in. Remember this? This looks exactly like Bitcoin was doing. We had the nasty wick on the right, the nasty wick, and then this kind of like filling it out. Then we try to pump out. We're hanging out right around here, right? Then we pump out, throw back trend line, and fly, right? Pretty interesting, right? And if you look at Bitcoin, it looks a lot like this bump and run pattern, right? That's a bump and run too on the other end. But it also looks like a bump and run. I'll show you where, right? But it's very interesting. Do I still got UOS in there? So I was looking at this earlier today. One of my admins posted this, you know. You get this lead in phase, you bump up and run, right? You bump up and run. Could we be right there? You see? Which is interesting. I think we're right here. See that? We broke out of the falling wedge and we're right in this area. And we still have a ways to go and rejections and funness, but like, you know, but could, you know, just different ideas here for the bump and run. And that's what we're talking about. So a hidden idea that Bitcoin could be on the bump and run pattern, right? Look at ALGO up 17% gains for the win, dude. ALGO. Pretty sweet, right? So the Dow Jones looking okay for a Thursday, and it's a Thursday on like a vacation week. You know what I'm saying? It's a Thursday on a vacation week, so you're going to see a more laid-back market. Things are going to be a little more sideways than normal. It just is what it is, you know. I got you, bro. Never sell, only trade. Rod, I trade pairings daily. If I have alts, then I have BTC in pairings. All right, you're going to get more Bitcoin? You sold all your Bitcoin, man? Saying ain't so. Well, he just sold it for more Bitcoin. He'll sell back in. I mean, if he trades out, he made a fifth of all his Bitcoin today back. 17%. I never nail it like this. I just charted it through pairings. Yeah, man. It's 2 degrees here in Spokane, Washington. Oh, that's cold. That's tough. Yeah, beautiful. 72 degrees right now on the screen here. Look at that. 72 degrees. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This doesn't get old, this weather. I'll tell you that. Especially when you know it's 20 degrees back when you're from. I'm from the cold and tundra of the bean, you know. Oh, man. Guys, when you need a pre-sale, learn how to do a pre-sale, man. You got my guy turning into freaking BUSD school over here. I'm the only one to lose money in crypto since January. Hoping to join the Patreon will set me up for a better 2022. You should definitely get in with a group of people that'll help you. Sellers, Sonar, Ping. Oh, yeah, remember Ping? We went over Sonar. I like Sonar a lot as a group, as a team, as a project. Let's take a look at Sonar. Ping. 007. Let's take a look at it here on the coin. And I can't believe how well this computer works if I just don't open it. This thing is running faster than fast. Insanity. Just don't use the monitor. So crazy. Something wrong with the way they did it, right? Yeah, sorry if I didn't DM you back about the pre-sale. It's over. It was quick. People jumped in there fast. So check it out. As the ALGO pumps more. What time are the live streams happening now? Just at around 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. Just until the end of 2022. Just because I'm in Florida and my family wants to actually go outside and enjoy the day. And if I do it at 10, half the day is ruined and they don't get to go anywhere. And I'm not trying to ruin their vacation. So I'm trying to play ball with the live stream and a little bit of it, you know. Again, though, it will be back to, you know, at night on Saturday and Sunday, too. So it's really one more day. Just one more day. And then I leave on Monday. So the live streams will be back to the regular scheduled programming time at about 10 a.m. in about 2 days. Only one more day of an of an early live. It hurts me as much as it hurts everybody else because then, people don't find the stream. We get a little less viewership, But, it just is what I had to do to kind of, if I want to hang out with Rodney and have the life that Rodney has, I got to do it, man. The reggae music is amazing. Earlier live stream is so much better. Shout out to Tokyo Baby. The ping super chat was about having 2,500 ping to beta test. Thank you so much for that. I got a hang of it. I'm done. I'll talk to you later today. Everyone needs a MetaMask course. I know, man. That's why I have a course on MetaMask, and you wouldn't be fumbling around in the pre-sale room. Honestly, I'm a little embarrassed. I have to be honest, because the guy just hit me up and he said, man, you need a school for your team. And you guys made me look like a clown, So it would have been nice if the people that jumped into that pre-sale knew exactly how to just send BUSD to an address. I mean, that's not that hard. How to use your MetaMask to send BUSD to an address. It's not that hard. But anyway, do whatever makes you happy. Do whatever you want to do, right? Again, not financial advice. C-Web launched on KuCoin. Let's take a look. Trezor, the first global lost and found blockchain network. That's interesting. MetaMask DeFi for beginners. Sign up. Yeah, the MetaMask DeFi, Friday, January 7th at 1 p.m. There's the link. Yo, it's $125. You're going to learn everything you need to know about MetaMask. DeFi, how to make money off your money. Decentralized finance, right? I did, man. What happened? It only took me 45 seconds, bro. You're the man. Not every one of them in there. Me too. I did it on my phone. You know what I'm saying? I did it on my phone. Whatever. Took me a minute and a half while I was getting the stream ready. I had my phone. I sent some addresses back and forth, made some copy-paste things, and Algo doing damage. Let's take a look at Algo as it continues to rip. Look at that. Boom. Just a 17%, just put on another 3% gains for Algo. So funny, right? I'm falling for you a month, learning a lot from you. Thank you for every day you are with us. Shout out to Niv Zevron. Appreciate you, man. Spread the word. Let me know. Hit the like button. Help this algorithm kick it. I'm not very good with MetaMask. MetaMask is the best way to take the next step. Take the course with me. Sit with me. I'll break it down for 2 hours. At the end of that course, you'll be so confident and you'll know so much. The CCF cross-chain farming asked me to send this to you. Which one? Send what to you? This to you? I like cross-chain farming. I wasn't trying to be rude, I just thought, the video should say what they do. I like the site. It's cool. I'm not trying to hate, right? Hopefully, founder, CTO, no name, no face. I don't know. It's just like cartoon characters. I'm a little more into a doc team, I have my preferences. Just like some people like certain bars of soap. I don't like every bar of soap. David Kendall, hey family, came in late today. Hope everyone is doing okay with the volatile times. Sending good vibes to all. Reggae music got me feeling good. Everyone has a first time in life, especially in an NFT market. I agree. I told them about the video. Oh, they had a link somewhere else, and it probably didn't post. Seller, let's take a look at Seller. And everyone, we're out of here in about 5 minutes. Just so you know, send in your super chats. Last request here. Let's take a look at our Seller as Algo continues to pump to the upside, banging on them. And we, yesterday we talked about shorting BTC or shorting the market, any down token. We were 100% right. Nailed it. Zilliqua, showing signs of life here. Possible retest with a pump to the upside. I would watch Zilliqua closely. All right, and we already went over a few trades of the day. We're not going to go over tons of trades. Four or five trades that look scrumptious to me, depending, that are doing the opposite of the market, Then I also kind of go over here to the cryptocurrencies, see if HNT is still in the front. HNT is something that likes to defy Bitcoin dumps, you know? Hit that link and it took me somewhere. I'm like, I don't want to go there. Look at Capybara up 200%. Ninja Floki up 2,000%. Katina X up 700%. It's always insane. Magic Beasties, Mongoose, Metapets. Remember our Metapets still doing its thing. So look at Gnosis, GNO up 27%. Algo, XTC Network up 9%. Immutable X, Celsius, Cosmos, Atom, and Mina. So some signs of life here in the altcoins. Mina Protocol. We'll take a look at Mina. We'll take a look at XTC. XTC was on the radar yesterday, talking about it. One of my favorite coins to trade when it was hot. It's been on the low for a while now. Seems like it's eventually going to... Ooh, look at that. And so, look, nailed it. We talked about XTC getting busy, and boom, it would continue to pump. So shout out to anyone that jumped into XTC. But we were talking about XTC, and so far so good for the win. XTC. Look at that, 19% gains for XTC. And if you look at this is me talking about it here. We're looking at there at 9 cents. And this thing would pump up to 9.5 cents and get pretty busy. I lost my page, man. Watch your head down on that table. Pole C beta NFT game release tomorrow. Polka City. Polka City should get a bit of a pump there. Let's see if you can smell the rumor. And there's Ping. I really like Ping. Sonar. I like this project a lot. I really do. I love what I see. I think it's sad that it didn't really get as big as it could have, and why it's beat down, because I think the project, the website, everything, I liked it. I like this project. It is kind of bottoming out here. Could be forming its bottom for its next leg up, and there is a move here if it can break out of that falling wedge. So I like this. I like the website. Look at it. It's a beautiful website. It's a decentralized trading application, the next gen crypto trading dashboard, the most complete and easy to tracking analytics for the BSC and ETH networks, packed with never before seen features and state-of-the-art user experience to streamline your crypto investing workflow. I mean, this thing's insane, right? If it does what it says it's going to do, having the complete picture is making a sound choice. Data drawn from social media influencers and many other metadata sources are aggregated, compiled, and scored to give you trade signals that are not available from any other platform. Look, Twitter, Telegram, YouTube, Reddit, influences overview. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. So, look, Tor and Hoffman, Altcoin Daily, they got mentioned in there. They got that love right there. Where's Crypto Lifer? You know what I'm saying? We'll get there one day. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, so let's back into that chat. Seller. Someone asked for seller. Let's jump into seller before we jump on out of here. And shout out to XDC people. We were looking at it yesterday, right here in this flag area. Hey. YFI, we also went over yesterday. See what this thing's doing. It's hanging on at the bottom of the channel. If it can hold on there, that's what a lot of coins are kind of at a very strong support area. Like if they break these support regions, we could see some movement to the downside, you know. So just something to think about. Also, let's see here. EVX just started to pump. SXP finally getting a bit of a move here, right? It's been on the low. No one's talked about it. And it finally just booms up out of nowhere, which is pretty funny, right? XSP, which is, I like this coin when it first came out. Swipe, one of the first coins to really have, you know, its own payment network and a coin with a card that you could pay with stuff for. And I was like, wow, that Swipe's going to be hard. It was like, you know, summer of 2020, and this thing was going to explode. Look at that cup and handle, though, and it rips to the upside. I mean, that's crazy from $1.50 to $2 like that. We talked about coasts, right? And this thing did break out from this channel here. Came all the way back down, though. Interesting. But it did break out of the inverted head and shoulder. Look at that. To the upside. Boom. Coast. So I put what I like, it was on my radar, a bunch of different things to look at for the day. Keep you guys occupied in the trading group. You know, rechart these things, watch them, put alerts. There's enough in there to keep you occupied for the day for sure. Took a Bitcoin short, looked at that too. We got you know, support and resistance regions, things to watch out for Bitcoin. If you need to go rewatch the beginning of this video, it'll show you exactly my thoughts for BTC. So thank you for being here. Shout out to everyone on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Remember, you can pay with cryptocurrency to pay for your Patreon. Email cryptolifers@gmail. And there's testimonials to know you're in the right place. Hit this link and read the testimonials. I didn't write not one of them. These are not even friends and family that I asked to write. These are just random people that have met me through online and have said wonderful things about me. Read what they have to say. So I love you all. Thank you for coming on into the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the love. 2733. I appreciate it. 110 likes, 131 viewers. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys all on the next live stream. Remember, at the end of every live stream, I say 1, 2, 3, crypto is life, as I will say today. So,
Wait. I want to say 2.
Okay, ready? 1,
2, 3.
Wait. Let me get it. All right. At the end of every live stream, me and Summer say crypto is life. Ready? Put your finger on my finger and you can press it with me. Don't press it yet. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life.